She mocked the waiter, but didn't know who he really was. Her name was Bianca, and she was the kind of girl who lived through a screen. 1 million followers. A closet full of designer brands. A highlight real life. But what the internet didn't see was her attitude. To strangers, Bianca could be cruel. To waiters, cashiers, drivers, she barely made eye contact. She grew up around money, and believed if someone wasn't rich, they weren't worth her time. Her new boyfriend, Luis, was different. She met him at a local coffee shop. He was polite, soft-spoken, with no Instagram, which she found refreshing. He listened. Didn't interrupt. Didn't brag. "You're kind of boring," she joked on their third date. "Thanks," he said, smiling. "I'll take that as a compliment." For a while, Bianca liked him. He wasn't flashy like the guys she usually dated. He didn't show off, didn't flirt with waitresses, didn't even ask about her follow account. But slowly, she grew annoyed. He didn't want to go clubbing. Didn't like taking pictures in restaurants. Didn't even recognize half the brands she wore. So she decided to upgrade the dynamic. She invited him to dinner at Celeste, the most exclusive restaurant in the city. Her friends would be there. Her stylist. Some guy from TikTok she pretended not to know. She wanted to show Luis off, or maybe test if he could fit in. They arrived at 7 p.m. sharp. The entrance to Celeste shimmered with gold light. Inside, candles flickered. Smooth jazz played. Everyone wore something worth at least $500. As they sat, a young waiter approached. "Good evening," he said. "My name is Luis. I'll be your server tonight." Bianca laughed, not bothering to look at him. "What a coincidence," she said, waving her hand. "Same name as my boyfriend. Hopefully you're better at bringing dessert than he is." The waiter smiled politely, nodded, and walked off. Luis, her boyfriend, stayed quiet. Watching. The appetizers came. Bianca sent hers back. The wine was too warm. The butter smelled cheap. She rolled her eyes when the waiter asked if she had allergies. "I'm allergic to poor service," she said, loudly enough for nearby tables to hear. Her boyfriend leaned forward. "Do you always talk to people like that?" "Like what?" "Like, they're not people." She raised a brow. "It's just a joke. Chill. They work here, they get paid to deal with it." Luis said nothing. But something in his face changed. As dinner went on, Bianca grew more irritated. Luis wasn't taking photos. Wasn't uploading stories. Wasn't even reacting to the compliments from her influencer friends. Then dessert arrived. But instead of cake, the lights dimmed. A spotlight hit the stage at the center of the restaurant. And stepping into that light was the waiter. The same man who had brought them their wine. Now in a sharp, black suit. He cleared his throat and spoke into a microphone. "Good evening. Before we bring out dessert, allow me to introduce myself properly. My name is Luis Delano. I'm not just a waiter. I'm the owner of Celeste, and the founder of the Delano Hospitality Group. A company behind several five-star restaurants in this city." Gasps around the room. Cameras raised. Whispers everywhere. Bianca blinked. What is happening?" Luis, her boyfriend, now stood up from their table. He walked toward the stage, adjusting his sleeves. The man on the mic looked at her directly. Tonight was never just a dinner. It was a test. Of kindness. Of humility. Every person Bianca insulted tonight was an executive in this company. The hostess she mocked. She's our COO. The man who forgot her drink. He's our head of staff development. And the man sitting across from her. That's me. I just wanted to know who you were when no one was watching. Bianca's face turned pale. You lied to me. Luis looked calm. No. I never claimed to be someone I'm not. You assumed I was average, because I didn't show off. I watched you humiliate people because you thought they were below you. She tried to speak. Tried to reach out. Luis, wait, I didn't know. Exactly. You didn't know. You judged people before you even saw them. He turned. I don't want a partner who treats strangers like garbage. I want someone who shows respect, not just when it's convenient. And with that, Luis walked off the stage. The spotlight faded. And Bianca sat in silence, surrounded by people, but suddenly completely alone. Kindness isn't a luxury, it's a choice. The way you treat someone with nothing shows everything about you. Status means nothing if your soul is bankrupt. Respect is free, but losing it can cost you someone who saw everything.